Well, hello, water signs. Getting ready to do your reading. I hope this video finds you well. Appreciate you guys for coming back. I am so thankful for you stopping by. You're more than welcome here. Thank you for being my second most viewed video last week. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. So let's do this. You know the drill, guys. It's a general message. Take what resonates, leave the rest for whoever needs to hear it. Anything you need is going to be in the description box below. Really super quick, I was nominated. I'm so grateful for this. I was nominated for Female Entrepreneur of the Year 2022 by my Arizona cannabis community. I'm so grateful for them. Love them. That's where I got my start. That's where everything kind of kicked off for me for my business that I have now, my mystical market. So how you can book a reading there, how you can find me at an event and get a reading done on site. All that information is going to be in the description box below, and how you can vote for me, and I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's do this. That's going to be for my water signs, my home team. I'm a Pisces, Sun, Gemini, Moon. Pisces, Sun, Scorpio, Moon, Gemini, Rising. Sorry. I don't know why. That's the big three right there. I don't know why I even tripped up on that. Okay. Ooh, let's do this. Readers, guys. What do we have for my collective? Water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios. What do we have for them today? What do we got? All right, your current energy coming into the reading, guys. Let's see what we have going on. You have that Eight of Pentacles. Working hard on something. This is probably the fourth time I've tried to record this between a disruption, forgetting to put Do Not Disturb on my phone, and then putting it on and something still popped up, so what was the point of that? And then 5 other things, a cat that needed to get let out. There was 10 more things, but this literally was the exact same card in the exact same position. So we are constantly working on something, or we are heavily invested in a person placing situation that we have, that we're working on. It could really be something to do in the 3D, a project, something in your home. I love that. Or something that you just want to bring some kind of balance, some kind of equal reciprocity, give and take into. All right, let's see. What are we here to talk about? Person, place, thing, situation we're going to talk about. Thank you. Beautiful. We have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, Lovers at the bottom of the deck in the reverse. We are not holding back. We're not holding back. We realize that, it might take a little bit of a loss to gain. We may have to distance ourselves from people so we can get a really good grip on the things in the 3D that we need to work on, right? We need to paint those baseboards. We need to dust. We need to clean. We need to do something, maybe in the home. Or we want to go back to school. A higher level of education is necessary for you at work, and you know that you could be a different position in 2 years if you go to school now, right? But it takes that effort, it takes that sacrifice, and we know now that sacrifice is necessary with the Four of Pentacles. He's no longer holding back. He's no longer telling himself and other people that I can't do this, I won't do this, this is not for me, because of fear of loss, because of fear of what I'm going to lose, or what I have to give in order to receive. I'm going to have to give a lot more time. I'm going to have to give up friends. I'm going to have to not go to all the events and the parties and go to everywhere that I'm invited to because I got, homework. I'm back at school. I'm trying to better myself, education wise, right? So the Four of Pentacles in the opposition position, what we're here to talk about is kind of like saying, we're finally coming out of this. We need to just kind of let go of the fear of loss or any of those things that we are holding on to, and start to take action towards those things that you want to do, that you do want to invest your time, money, energy into, that you don't mind, skipping going out with the friends and all that, because it's for the betterment of your future and your kids and your grandkids, right? Okay, let's go here. Get you a little drink of coffee too. All right, what do we have? What should we be focusing on, please, for my Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios? What should we be focusing on? Yep, we have that Six of Pentacles. The Six of Wands in the reverse. Those victories that we think that we need to be public about. We need to have those things, announced and seen by other people, because really the inside victories are the only ones that matter. We could tell ourselves that we need to hear that validation from people, and that we need to get those answers, and we need to get that approval from what it is that you got going on. But at the end of the day, it is not like that. It is not like that. We need it from the inside first, because you can't pour from an empty cup. That's such a cliche. But at the end of the day, it's a beautiful analogy of where does it come from, right? Well, self-love, self-respect, self you know, control, all those things that you have to have for self. And then obviously that is what you can pour from your cup, because that's what you filled your cup up with. So right, so that internal victory, we need to be able to focus on those internal victories, that not everybody's going to validate your decision to go back to work, to go back to school, right, to better yourself. Sorry about the glare, guys. I just really like my background and my tree, and I don't want to get rid of it. My kids don't want to get rid of it. It's so cute. So I was like, let me be right here, but the window obviously has this glare. So, you know, those more of those internal victories, right? Not focusing on any of that outside validation, but the internal ones, by doing all that hard work that's necessary. Because at the end of the day, you know, you can't go to the gym and dedicate those abs that you did to me, as much as I love for you to go and do, you know, 100 sit-ups and then say, but those are all dedicated to Alicia. That doesn't work that way, right? You're the only one that's going to benefit from that higher level of education, whatever it is that we're putting all that effort into, or we kind of have our head down into right now. Okay, what do we need to let go of? What do we need to stop focusing on? What do we need to leave in last week? Last week, last month, last year, in the rearview mirror. Yep. Ooh, we got that Lovers in the reverse. You know, this is staying aloof. This is staying in this kind of energy of like, no, if I stay here, I can't get hurt. Not true. If I don't give, I won't lose. And that's not at all how that works. You have to give that energy. You have to sacrifice. You have to do these things. And it has to be consistently. And that's one thing about the Pentacle suit that is a reminder, is the consistency is key to that longevity, those roots, the solidness that comes from having a earth, you know, sign that is putting roots. You know, you think of roots from a tree, you think of roots of anything, and how deep they really have to go to hold something so enormous like the trees and things that we see that out there, right? So this is the, you know, the Lovers in the position of what we need to let go of, or stop focusing on, is, you know, maybe staying aloof to the reality of what it is that you need to work on, what you need to do. I know who this was. Yes, I saw him there. You could have somebody keeping an eye on you, or you're keeping an eye on something. But really, at the end of the day, it's trying to stay in a situation, or trying to stay in this mindset of you know, having to not really look at the reality of, you know, of love and loss, right, or any of those things. It's just easier to not address or deal with the situation the way that we should, right? We should just stay in la la land, kind of. Okay, what's the overall advice, please, for my water signs? Overall advice, please, and then we'll get one more round with the moment after tarot. We'll pour is what I was just going to say. We'll pull some of the Rebel deck. You got that Ace of Wands. Start it. Do it. Whatever it is. Whatever that project is, whatever it is that you want to work towards. If it is, go ahead and go for that higher level of education. Why is no words coming out today? Whatever it is that you feel like you are ready to start, that new project, that new idea, that new business venture, it's here and it's time. You know, there's going to be a lot of different, there's that Justice right back, that Libra energy. It seems like it's going to be something that will be very equally give and take. So whatever you put your time, money, energy, blood, sweat, and tears into, it looks like it's going to come back, and come back well, you know, to be something beneficial for the long term. Okay, let's go ahead and do this moment after tarot. I'll get one more here. Spirits, what's this Eight of Pentacles? What can you tell me about that guy there? Let's see, what's this Eight of Pentacles for my current energy for my water signs coming in? Yeah, we got the Six of Swords. You're going to sit and work on something. The Six of Swords in the reverse is coming out and saying, you know, I'm going to work on this. I'm going to dedicate. I'm going to, you know, put a little bit more energy into it. I'm going to, you know, maybe readdress the situation and evaluate it and see before I actually completely walk away, ditch the idea. You know, this could be like returning to that really amazing idea that you had last year. But of course, something happened. Of course, you know, maybe it didn't take off right, and it didn't really go in the direction you wanted it to the first time around, so you kind of maybe just said forget it. You know, this is like maybe coming back around and saying I'm I get it, right? It didn't quite go as planned. I lost a little bit, whatever it is, but that doesn't mean that it was a horrible idea. It just was the execution. It just was this, this kind of like just maybe coming back around to a situation and doing it differently, doing it differently, seeing what your mistakes were, and maybe coming back to an idea, a project. Okay, let's see here. What is this Four of Pentacles, please, for, again, what we're here to talk about, position and opposition position, please. And again, it's that needing to come out and take action, no matter what it is. If you have to walk away from people, if you have to make big drastic changes that do require a little bit of loss, right? We know in order to, invest into a business of any way, shape, or form, you have to have a little bit of money, right? It takes money to make money, and we can't hold on to every cent and every pentacle with this fear of not being able to get it back, with this fear of lack, because it will eventually manifest into that lack that you were ultimately fearing, right? This is taking that action. Let's take that action. Let's actually realize that it's okay. It's okay if I have to ask for some help. It's okay if the resources that I need are on the other side of a person. I can't always do it myself. I can't always hold on to everything myself. I have to take action. I have to go forward with that Ace of Wands and now that Page of Wands. That's really good energy. Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You have the Six of Wands. It's really, oops, I wasn't even showing you, freaking Alicia. It's really it's a really good energy of like just really having that, knowledge of if I want something, I now have to go for it. Like it's not coming to me anymore. I got to go for it. And you're taking that younger, that like more curious approach to it versus maybe something so serious. Maybe approach this with a whole different mindset of, let's try this as a hobby, and then it turns into a side hustle. That side hustle that turns into your main income, and your main income that makes you, virally famous, however it works. But it starts with one. It starts with an idea. It starts with, taking that action, even in the smaller, with that heart-filled, passionate individual that we have all inside of us to keep us going when stuff doesn't go our way, when things go bad, right? Okay, let's see here. We need to continue to focus on, please, again, those internal wins, being okay with just the internal wins that you got to tell yourself. The Six of Wands in the reverse is that like you may have to be your own cheerleader, and that has to be okay. That has to be enough sometimes. It's just you. And the Six of Wands has that because it gives us more of that. Yes, we have the validation from winning, and getting and receiving the winner circle and the prize and all of that with it in the upright. But in the reverse, it's still the same thing, just more of that internal. Make sure we keep that internal win-win going, right? So let's see. What do we need to, or I'm sorry, what is the Six of Wands? What is the Six of Wands? The Knight of Wands. This is crazy. Yep, you got that Fool. It's time. This is time. This is funny because he gets ready to do that leap of faith, right? With the traditional Rider-Waite, he's on the cliff and now he's dangling off. And you can see he just needs to let go. It's a foot drop, if that. It's that fear though. It's that fear of, oh no, it's not a foot. It's 20 feet. I'm gonna break my legs and then I won't be able to work. So I might as well not take any leap of faiths, not do anything that could jeopardize my health, my wealth, my finances. So I will hold on to it. But really, we're losing opportunities and things right now. This is all of this with this Knight of Wands is we have that ability to be our own cheerleader, to take action when necessary and not have to wait for other people. And this is exactly what it is, to get that validation, to say, okay, yes, I'm doing it. I'm doing great, right? All right. What is this, Lovers, for what we need to let go of? What we need to let go of. That 4. You got that 4. We got 4 here, and you got that Magician at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, we need to let go of that. Well, it maybe wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be, so I might as well ditch the whole thing, right? I might as well just completely table the whole idea, completely just, it's gone, it's never going to work out type thing. This is that kind of being aloof to the fact that you are the creator of your reality, and you can't let anybody else dictate it. I know that's easier said than done, Alicia. We all know that, okay? But if you are the one saying, I'm going to go back to school, I'm going to do these things, and I'm going to be this person, or whatever the example is, you have to be the one that's okay with the reality of your new life, right? Of your new venture, right? That you have homework and that you do have to stay home and that we don't live in la la land and that it takes sacrifices and that it takes those things. And this is what we need to let go of. We need to let go of, again, trying to stay in this the lover's land, I kind of like to say, when it's more of a place or an idea, right? An idea of what it should be, an idea of where I should be, and start over. Grab the opportunities that you know you have and start somewhere. But that Four of Cups, you know, that's a good reminder too, is that action, right? We have to take action if you're not happy with something. You know, literally, he saw the cup, saw the offer, and was like, nah, bro, I'm good. You know, you have to take action. That you are, like I said, the creator of your reality, the magician, the master manifester. But also in the reverse, kind of giving us a be careful what you wish for vibe. Make sure it's exactly what you know is best for you and your higher polarity. All right, so let's see here. What is this Ace of Wands for the overall advice, please? Yep. You get all that knowledge that you can. Start that investigating, whatever it is. Start something. Get going. Start stalking, right? Start getting the information that we need. You know, the Page of Swords kind of has that like stalker rep when it comes to tarot readers, and I totally understand that, because he's thirsty for knowledge. He's thirsty for knowing and wanting to know everything. Sometimes though, because we're so young and we haven't quite experienced life yet, we don't necessarily know how to translate all the stuff that we are getting because we're thirsty, right? Everything that we're actually consuming. So some of it is like, and then we can't reiterate it the same way, right? So some of it comes out truthfully, some of it comes out not truthfully, but it's only because his thirst for wanting to know kind of clouds the judgment of what is good, bad, and ugly to absorb. You know, so this is just keep on going. This is that start something, that he has this thirst for knowledge and wanting to do it, and you have that Ace of Wands of a big go for it, right? Don't let your emotions keep you stuck and stranded, you know, in a situation that you know is probably more of the potential of a person, a relationship, you know, in the Lovers in the reverse, versus the reality of what it truly is, right? All right, let's go ahead and get some of these Rebel deck Moonology cards. Oracle cards. Let's get some of these guys. Let's do this for my water signs. So what does that say? Oh, you're the best thing to ever happen to you. Go easy on your ass and buy your own damn things. Okay, we're definitely taking that one. What else do we have for my water signs? What else do we have for my water signs? Please, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Remember, guys, these ones are a little bit salty, so take it with a little shot of tequila, some tahini on the rim, a little salt, and a lime to wash it down. Ooh, I saw this earlier. Take a shot. Don't take 12, take 1. Okay, maybe 2 and move on. Okay, so this is definitely that, you know what, you have been holding on to something and it's time to let go. And we don't want to do it in a toxic way where we're, you know, drinking, smoking, straight West Coasting all of that stuff away. We want to make sure we do it in those healthy ways. We want to do it with, you know, new ideas, new ventures, new workout ideas, knowledge, teaching ourselves information, and learning and grabbing information wherever it comes, right? All right, let's do this. One more, please. One more. Thank you guys so much for being here. Come on back next week. I'll be back. Otherwise, everything to book a reading, find me at my next public event, and how to vote for me for Female Entrepreneur of the Year, my Arizona Cannabis Community. All that information is in the description box. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. One more, please. Let's go. Stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on the ridiculousness. Okay. Yep. That is hanging on to a situation way long past its expiration date. Okay, and then that says fucking apologize at the bottom, so someone obviously needs to hear it. All right, my friends, thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping by. I'll be back next week for another weekly video. Till then, stay safe.